Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the Essie Spring 2017 collection. These were sent to me through preen.me as part of the VIP program. I will link them down below if you'd like to read more about that, and I'll go ahead and jump right into the swatches. So first up is Excuse Me Sir, and this is described as a sun-kissed coral mango cream. So this is a very classy, what I would consider a French tip type of pink. Very gorgeous. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Excuse Me Sir swatched on my natural nail. Usually I don't reach for Essie collections. They can seem kind of hit or miss, especially in other reviews that I've seen, but these I'm incredibly impressed with. I did end up going for a very thick first coat, but I had really awesome, almost completely even coverage. I am going to complete this coat and let it dry and go ahead and show you what a second coat looks like. So here is my second coat, and this is just going to help me clean up the edges and fill in any low spots that may be there, but this does bring this one completely opaque for sure. This is such a beautiful baby pink with a really great formula. These all do dry down fairly glossy as well, so here's a look at that completed mani before top coat. And this is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. Next up is Backseat Buddies, and this is described as a delicate pink plumeria. So this is more of a bubblegum pink, definitely blue based here. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot. And I'll show you how Backseat Besties swatched on my natural nail. So here is my first coat. Again, I'm going to work this one a little bit and going to go in for a thicker first coat, but this does have pretty awesome coverage. I did have some low spots here, so I don't think that this is a one coater necessarily for me. I'll let this dry and then come back in and show you what my second coat looks like. So here is a quick second coat. I am going in a little thicker here with the second coat. And this one still maybe had a few low spots, but two coats for the most part made for awesome coverage. So I'll let this dry and then give you a look at that completed mani. So here's a look at that completed mani underneath artificial lighting before top coat. So this is another one that does dry down fairly glossy. And here's a look at my swatch photo underneath artificial lighting. So next up is a Baha Moment, and this is described as an enlightening pink pomegranate. So this is a very raspberry, deep pink shade. Again, just a flat cream, no shimmer or anything running throughout. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Baha Moment swatched on my natural nail. So here is my first coat. This polish is just gorgeously pigmented. I didn't have any staining, but I was a little bit more careful with removal. One coat, I think if you go in carefully, you could absolutely get away with one coat for full coverage. I am going to go ahead and let this dry, however, and show you what my second coat looks like just to clean up those edges and see if it gets any deeper. So here's a look at that second coat. I am just going to go in for a nice quick normal second coat, and this for sure brings this one completely opaque and did brighten up those edges a little bit. I think that really this could be considered a one coat cream from Essie. So here's a look at that completed mani before top coat. And this is my swatch photo underneath artificial lighting. So next up is On the Roadie, and this is described as a vibrant Kelly green with avocado undertones. I did get a touch of blue base in there too that makes it feel a little bit jade as well. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how On the Roadie swatched on my natural nail. So here's a look at that first coat. This one does have amazing pigmentation as well. I didn't have any staining, but I am using my Cutica base coat, so you may want to be mindful of that. It is very pigmented. At one coat, I had pretty awesome coverage. I did have a few low spots though, but that totally may be just my application, so you may be able to get away with one coat for this one as well. This second coat just fills in any low spots and cleans up those edges for me. It may brighten it up a little bit, but I'm not thinking that you absolutely need to do two coats here. So here's a look at that completed mani before top coat. And this is my swatch photo underneath artificial lighting. So next up is All the Wave, and this is described as a sapphired indigo. This does have some pretty purple tones in here as well. I had a little bit of settling of that purple pigment in my bottle, but I think a good shake would take care of that. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how All the Wave swatched on my natural nail. This is another highly pigmented polish. Again, I didn't have any staining, but you may want to be aware that it is possible with this deep, gorgeous blue. One coat with careful application, made for complete coverage, no questions at all. I actually think a lot of these are going to be great for stamping or gradients, things like that, because they are so pigmented. So here's a look at that completed mani before top coat. This is just such a gorgeous navy tone. I think this is going to be perfect for summer as well. This is my swatch photo underneath artificial lighting. And lastly, I have designated DJ, and this is described as a plum sangria cream. This is my top pick of the collection. Even though I feel like it's a very deep, vampy tone, I could absolutely wear this color all year round. So I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how designated DJ swatched on my natural nail. So here is a look at my first coat. This one does have a little bit more of a juicy formula, so I do think that this is going to need 2 coats. This first coat goes on flawlessly smooth. It is just a little bit sheer and maybe a little bit streaky, so I'll let that dry and come back in and show you what my second coat looks like. So here's a look at my second coat. I'm going to go in for a nice normal second coat, and it does bring this one completely opaque. The second coat kills that juicy-like type vibe and does bring it completely to a cream opaque finish, but I absolutely love it. I think this is going to look amazing matte as well. I'll go ahead and show you what that completed mani looks like before top coat. So again, a nice glossy finish. And this is my swatch photo underneath artificial lighting. So that wraps up today's swatch and review of the Essie Spring 2017 collection. These are available right now in your favorite stores. If you'd like to see more photos, I do have those available on my blog at sloppyswatches.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. A big, huge thank you to Essie and Preen.me for providing these, and thanks so much, guys. I'll see you next time.